Okay, good to have you here. So I'm Pierre Schmidt. Good evening. Um, Let me start the commentary with a simple board. You have played board number 6, and you can see in the results that nearly everyone normally played 4 hearts. The bidding has been something like whose dealer? East. So it was pass, 1 heart, probably double or 2 clubs in West. So let's say double. North, something like 3 double. Pass, 2 diamonds by South. Pass by West, and something like 4 hearts by North. Okay? Um, and I've seen that, okay, every table or nearly every table has been in 4 hearts. And only about half of the tables did make the contract. And really the contract is laid down. But can you see why? When you lead the lead being the ace of clubs, of course, and now let's look at the board from the West 10 points. So because some of you have at trick 2 played the ace of spades. I in a way I cannot blame them because you can count 5 hearts and 5 diamonds, so that's 10 tricks. So you can imagine the only way to beat the contract is for the partner to have the king of spades and therefore to catch the 3 spades. Now, most of you, and I can also understand why, I played the king of clubs, but did you pay attention to one detail? Have you seen that in dummy the diamonds are 5, 3, 2, the small diamonds, and you have the 4? So you know that when the declarer has 4 cards in diamonds, the diamonds are blocked. So he cannot cash 5 diamonds directly because he has a communication problems because you have 3 cards in diamonds. So actually, if you are playing in West, then you can imagine that the declarer virtually has 10 tricks, but he cannot cash them. So you have no hurry in cashing the ace of spades. So now let's play the king of clubs. And what should declarer do? Well, the declarer is exactly the same problem. He can see that the diamonds are blocked. So he has a very, very easy way to unblock the suit. It's just to discard a diamond on the second club. And now he has 10 tricks. That's, a classical, very classical coup. And you can see that you have only to realize that your diamonds are blocked. And if you look at the dummy 5, 3, 2, the small cards in diamonds, you know your diamonds are blocked if they are not divided 2-2 in the defense. Go. So, and it's amazing because when you see the results of the board, more than half of the pairs did make 4 hearts, 10 tricks. But they made it on a defense error. Many players, for instance, after the declarer realized that the diamonds were blocked, played a spade to the jack, and the defense cashed the queen and the ace of spades without any good reason. So it's always amazing to see that at the end the contract is laid down. Many of the players at the tables made it, but no one, I believe, no one had the really did the right play, which is to discard a diamond at trick 2. And you can see that even if the defense does not cash ace king of clubs, for instance, cash ace of clubs and switch to a diamond or something like that, declarer can always play himself the jack of clubs and discard a diamond and make 10 tricks. Okay, so that's an amusing deal, I would say. But it should be for most declarers an easy one. You just look at the small cards. The small cards are important. Okay. Let's move maybe to another board. You can tell me which are the cards that or the boards that you like more. We can move to board 3, for instance. Okay, well, that's also probably an easy one, but there you most of you did it right. As south at these colors, okay, you're not vulnerable against vulnerable. You absolutely should open 3 spades, not 2 diamonds, multi, not 2 spades, but 3 spades. And you can see in several boards of the session that by bidding one level maybe higher than what you usually do, you put your opponents in a more difficult situation. Here, of course, 3 spades will be doubled by West. North can beat 4 spades or maybe 4 diamonds to show that he would like the diamond lead. But he has only 2 small spades, 2 small cards in spades. That's not so easy. So probably he will pass. And East here, not many fell into the trap. Of course, you have 5 spades, but you have 5 spades with only 2 tricks, and you know you will make 4 hearts vulnerable. So when you count Declarer's trick, he has all at a minimum, he has 4 tricks in spades, maybe 5. If he has 1 or 2 tricks aside of that, he's going to, be penalized by 300, 100, 500, but less, of course, than the 4 hearts vulnerable games that you can make in your side. And so again, congratulations, because most of you in the situation when it was 2 spades double pass or 2 spades double 3 spades or 3 spades double pass, in all these situations decided to beat 4 hearts. Of course, West has a good hand, but on the other hand, he has a number of losers in diamonds, in hearts, so it will be good judgment to pass 4 hearts, and you will play 4 hearts as most of the table did. You can find a defense at 4 spades for only 3 down, but it's probably unlikely. Okay, so here just again an advice in high competition bidding. Well, don't pass too easily or don't expect too easily a big penalty when you can see that you make yourself easily a vulnerable game. Okay, I got one comment here: 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. I hate it because if after 2 diamonds opening your system calls for a 3 clubs bid, I don't like it at all. But 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 3 hearts, pass or correct, double okay, 3 spade, pass, double. Again, here I can see, but the problem is that of course after 2 diamonds, West, the best move for West probably is to pass. He knows that the bid will come back with 2 hearts, pass 2 spades, or 2 spades, pass, and then he can double to show a take out double with short spades. So 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, I don't like it at all. Okay. Another question: why do you propose bidding against 2 diamonds multi? As I said, I suggest to pass, because well, sometimes it depends if your opponents have a strong version of the 2 diamonds. If they don't have a strong version of the 2 diamonds, sometimes they pass 2 diamonds. I've done it once with 3 small diamonds and nothing in my hand. So I said 2 diamonds, pass. And okay, and the second hand, a strong hand, he was expecting me to bid, and I didn't bid. So sometimes that happens, but very rarely. So in general, you can expect that the bid will come back to you, and you will know what is the suit of the opponents. Okay. Okay, so let's move to another board. Maybe I suggest board number 9. Here it is. This one is interesting. Most of the north-south pairs beat 4 spades and made 4 spades from the south hand. Okay, so the bidding can be for instance, one diamond by north. Let's put one heart by east, one spade by. Now, if you play double or two hearts, cubed with six spades, that will be probably played from the other hand. But let's say if this is played from the south hand, then West can beat probably three or four hearts. Let's imagine, well, he's vulnerable. Let's say for three hearts, double my nose to short a good hand with three spades, pass, and something like four spades by south because he has six cards in spades and he can expect to make the game, okay? Now, West leads normally the four of hearts. East wins. Okay, and of course he has no other choice when he sees the five top diamonds in dummy to play the two of clubs. Okay, for the ace and the queen of clubs, because for the same reasons you cannot expect anything that to make tricks in clubs. Okay, and now is the problem. Should East overtake the queen of clubs with the king and get a ruff, or should he play low? Well, actually, here, when he sees four clubs in dummy, the problem is rather easy because he has four clubs himself. So he knows that if the partner has three cards in clubs, the declarer has only two. So it's hard to see how you are going to beat the contract. It would be much more difficult maybe from the other end, because there, from the other end, you see three small clubs in dummy. Okay, let's go back here. If it's played by south, okay, you lead the ace of hearts, you get the count, and you decide to play the two of clubs, and your partner plays the ace and the queen. A good reason for overtaking with the king of clubs is that if partner had ace, queen, small in clubs, why would he play the queen? You tell me, well, because it's the natural play. Well, yes and no. Why would he not play ace and small club? Because everyone knows that your only chance is in clubs. So when partner, why taking the ace in first trick? Well, not in first trick, but in second trick, yes. If you lead, well, if partner leads the two of clubs, you are not going to take the queen with ace queen stiff because you know you are blocking the suit. Okay, so if partner has ace queen small in clubs, he would play ace. He should play ace and a small clubs. That's a situation that can be discussed in a partnership. You will see the written commentaries of these boards, and I recall that 50 years ago, maybe something like that, Garozzo and Belladonna were playing together, and they were defending against the four hearts contract. The bidding was four hearts, pass, pass, pass. And Garozzo laid the king of spades with king, queen, stiff. In dummy, there were three small. King of spades, small, small from Belladonna, who had ace third, and small from declarer. And Garozzo played the queen of spades, small from dummy. And Belladonna overtook the queen with the ace and played a small spade ruffed by Garozzo. So playing that declarer had opened four hearts with a side suit with five cards in spades. So of course everyone jumped on them and said, hey, how can you know? And Belladonna said, well, but that's easy. Why is my partner playing queen and king and queen? He would play king and small if he had king, queen, small. So I'm not pretending that's easy or that's a common situation, but this is again something you can discuss in your partnership, and there is no advantage in playing ace and queen of clubs, not at all, if you have ace, queen, small. So here, probably a very good partnership should beat four spades. This has not been done at many tables in this tournament, in this event. Okay. Well, we have time to move to to, let's say, board number 10. That's an interesting one. I've been surprised that only 20% of the pairs here, 20% of the table did bid 4 spades with the north-south hand. Because, well, you have an opening value hand in north, you have an opening value hand in south, 12 high card points, 13 high card points, and nearly nobody bid 4 spades. And the reason is that East opened 1 heart. So why is it that because East opened 1 heart, you don't bid 4 spades? I'd like to know. To me, the obvious bid is 1 heart pass, of course. I don't have any bid. Pass by West. And 12 points, 6 cards in spades. That's a 2 spades bid. 2 spades mean I would have opened my hand 1 spade, but I have 6 spades. Therefore, so it's an easy 4 spade bid. Okay? And again, I've been surprised that some have played 3-note trump because most North have bid 1 heart, pass, 1 spade only. Now, if you are in 4 spades, then there is an interesting problem for the defense. Of course, let me finish the bidding. Of course, you lead the ace of hearts. You get the count. Now, what are your chances? You know you have 3 tricks in your hand. Ace, king of hearts, and the ace of spades. So, what can you expect? You can hope your partner has the 9 of spades, or the jack, maybe. And then you see it's easy. Ace, king of heart, and when you get in hand with the ace of spades, you will play a 4th heart. The partner will rough with the 9, and you get the uppercut, and your 10 of spades will be promoted. On the other hand, you can hope your partner has the queen of clubs. And in this case, playing club at trick 2 before declarer has a discard on the queen of hearts is mandatory. Now, if really you heard the bidding, 1 heart, pass, 2 spades, pass, 4 spades, there is no choice. There is no choice. It's very, very likely that the declarer is the king of diamonds, that's for sure, and the queen of clubs. So really your best chance is to play the king of hearts and the 3rd heart now. Okay. And when you get in hand with the ace of spades, just play the 9 of hearts. And thank you, partner. It's 1 down. Okay? And this scenario, which probably should be the scenario at most tables, that I've seen that, well, on one hand, not many tables did play 4 spades, and the tables that played 4 spades, only a few found that defense. Okay. Now I'm being asked, what if North bids 1 spade only? What's your opinion? Must South bid? If the bidding, so let's come back to the original deal. If it's 1 heart, pass, 1 spade, and let's suppose East pass. Frankly speaking, I would be 1-note trump. I have 13 points, but I know the 1 spade bid can be with 12, 13 points as a maximum, but I don't have a very good hand. Only 1 heart stopper. I have no fit in spades. I have no 10s, no 9s. So I would have been 1-note trump actually. Okay, but again, in defense against 4 spades, that should be. It's not 100%, of course. You have to do what's right today. Sometimes your partner has a queen of clubs, but really, your best chance is to find a 9 of spades in his hand. And you see, it's not so uncommon because when you think in terms of probability, if you put declarer with king, queen, jack, because if he doesn't have that, in any case, your 10 will be the setting trick. He has only 3 small cards in spades, and your partner has 2. So that's 2 out of 5. That's 40% probability that your partner has the 9 of spades. That's a rather good probability to beat the contract, okay? Better than to find the queen of clubs. Okay, let's move to another probably easy defense. I was surprised, was not found at every table. Oh, sorry. Here it is. No, sorry. I'll come back to you in a minute. I don't know why I have that. I said board number 2. Yes, here it is. Okay. So, east is dealer, pass. South, of course, opens 1 spade. West pass. And depending on your methods, let's say 2-no trump, or maybe you have other agreements to show a hand with 4 cards in spades and invitation for game, pass, and even if South beats says I have a minimum hand, in any case, North will beat 4 spades because he is vulnerable, he has a good hand. Okay. King of clubs lead, natural lead, okay. And then why not queen of clubs? Okay. And then, well, you may play a heart, a club, or whatever. Let's say you play a heart. So the natural play for declarer is to win with the ace of hearts, play a spade to the ace, cash the king of spade, no reason to imagine to finesse. Then eliminate the hearts, ruff a heart, and exit with a spade. Okay, do you all agree? Now, this is the situation. Now, West must count, okay? The basis of bridge is count to 13. 13 points, 13 cards, 13 tricks. So what does West know? West knows, because he got the count and the discards from East, the declarer had 2 cards in clubs. He has seen he has 2 cards in hearts. He has seen he has 5 cards in spades. So how many diamonds does he have? 4. We know declarer has 4 cards in diamonds. So what's our chance? If the partner has the ace of spades, fine, he will make the ace of spades, but he doesn't have it. So don't play a diamond. Play a diamond with jack second is suicide. Just play rough and discard. Club or hearts. What can the declarer do? He can rough from one hand and discard a diamond, but he still has a loser in diamond and he will go 1 down. Not many tables did find this difference. And it's really basic, I would say. Count to 13. 5, 4, 2, 2. So I don't play a diamond. I wait for our natural diamond trick. Now, what's amusing is that if you are declarer, and in this situation, you've done your elimination because sometimes, okay, the defense is not perfect, and you get the jack of diamonds. Well, look at the name of your opponent in West. If he is a champion, play him for having queen jack stiff. Because if he is a champion, he will never play the jack of diamond with jack second. So if you take the king of diamonds, if you win the king of diamonds and finesse against the queen of diamonds, This is a way to tell your opponent you don't know what bridge is. So, okay, now if you are playing in club duplicate or wah 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 or whatever, okay, do whatever you like to do. Many players, as we can see this tournament, many players did play the Jack of Diamonds. So do whatever you like. Maybe you will be right that time. But again, that was an easy board to defend, and not all of you have been successful. Okay, next one. Maybe we can look at board number 4. Well, that's a bidding problem. West is dealer and opens one club. Unless you play a strong club, okay? Let's imagine you play natural. Sorry, not pass. Okay, North has a perfect, vulnerable 2 spades bid. Many bid 1 spade only. I don't understand why, because you have perfect 2 spades bid. But okay, anyhow. And then, of course, well, some with this hand did bid 2 no trump. I must tell you, I can't understand this bid. When you have 5 spades, Jack 10, and this, your first move is expect your partner to double and play 2 spades double. There, you know you have 2 spade tricks, so the declarer has done 4 spade tricks, he's vulnerable. Even if he has 1 or 2 tricks in dummy, that will be 500, 800 or whatever. So probably, of course, your best chance is to pass and expect for the double for your partner. Now, if it's 1 club, 2 spades, pass, pass, that's an interesting problem for West. Many did beat 3 diamonds. I will not criticize them. However, other doubled and collected 800, 1100, depending on the defense. Fine. And well, we could analyze that the defense for 1100 is not that easy, but anyhow. When I prepared the deals, I made the test. I put the West cards, the North cards, and I asked the computer to shuffle 100 times the cards of East and South, okay? And I could see that in 75% more or less of the opportunities, East-West had a slam. Here, for instance, have a look. You can see that if you exchange East and South hands, well, of course, South will not pass 2 spades when he has this hand. But then you make a slam also with South hands. So I would suggest that West hand is too strong for a double only, and that 1 club, 2 spades, pass, pass, 3 spades bid could be adequate. Okay, now, of course, 3 spades shows that I am very short in spades, many times void. As a primary intention, I'm expecting a spade stopper to make 3 no trump. But then, with this hand in East, knowing that your partner has long clubs and a strong hand, probably you would beat much more than 3 no trump. I'm not saying again that it's easy. I'm just saying that 1 club, 2 spades, 2 no trump with this hand by East, I don't like it at all. If the bidding goes 1 club, 2 spades, pass, pass, double, pass, 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 okay, why not? I believe 1 club, 2 spade, pass, pass, 3 spade is even more accurate. And here could really lead to very good results. You can see you have a lay down 6 clubs or which it's a very, very good 6 clubs, and it's excellent to play 6 clubs after the beating of 2 spades, of course. Now, someone is asking me, in North beats Bergen's 3 diamond. Would you beat 3 spades or 4 spades in South? Oh, that would maybe for another one. Okay, sorry, I don't understand the question. Someone is asking me, can you explain board 1? Well, we can go to board 1, why not? Board 1. Board 1. You play 3 no trump, okay? Something like pass, pass, 1 spade, double, pass, 2 hearts, pass, 2 no trump, which shows that kind of hand, pass, 3 no trump, of course, pass, pass, pass. And of course, North leads the 4 spades. I've been surprised that on the 7 of spades from dummy, some of the players here did play the king of spades. Well, okay, it's a big mistake, but there is no reason to play the king of spades. But if normally you win with the queen, okay, what are your chances? You expect maybe South to duck the first heart. So if you play a club to the ace, okay, let's try this. Club to the ace and a heart. If South play low, you win the king and you revert to clubs and you have 9 tricks. 4 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades and 1 heart. Now, South can see that with his stoppers in clubs and something in diamonds, he must jump on the ace of hearts. And if he jumps on the ace of hearts at trick 3, you cannot make the contract, okay? Because he puts the ace of hearts, he plays the king of spades, and ciao, bye-bye, you won't make 9 tricks. So, is there a chance to make 9 tricks against the best defense? Yes. It's maybe not easy to visualize, but let's see. Spade. Oh, 1 pass is missing. Spade, small, 9, queen. Let me play the king of hearts. Of course, that requires exactly that situation of the hearts. Queen 3rd in North, ace 3rd in South. But you can see that there, if the king of hearts is ducked, you revert to clubs. And if South win with the ace of hearts, king of hearts, and play the king of spades, you duck once, you take the spade, spade, and I play a heart. And I will make 3 hearts, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and 2 spades. Again, against a very strong defense, playing the king of hearts as trick 2 is your only chance. There is no other chance. You need exactly that layout of the cards. So I'm not going to criticize you if you didn't play the king of hearts. Nobody did it. But when you think about it, okay, that's really the only reasonable chance of making the contract. In some teams years ago, for instance, when the Dallas Aces, for the ones who are older, a little bit older, the Dallas Aces had this agreement that when they were discussing at dinner time the balls they had played in the afternoon, when one of them had taken a 0% line of play, he was fined and he had to put $10 in a box, and with the dollars they were having a good dinner from time to time. And if you do that within your teams, I assure you that at the end of the year you will play better than before. Okay, I'm asked board 15. Board 15, let's see. Well, what happened on board 15? Well. South is dealer. Let's say opens one diamond, pass, and in natural methods at least, North will beat one Notre. Oh yes, I know what happens. Let's say East beats two spades, pass, pass, three clubs by North, pass, pass. And again, you have a problem with the West End. Of course, you have only two spades, but you have ace, king, king. So probably your side has the majority of the points. So you would like to beat, but what? If you double three clubs, what is it? Is it penalty? Is it take out or whatever? Probably penalty. So I just put this deal to give you to suggest that when the bidding starts with the opponents one in a minor, pass one no trump, your system can be exactly the same than against the opening of one no trump. For instance, here, if your usual defense against the one no trump opening is that two diamonds shows six cards in a major, you can bid one diamond, pass one no trump, two diamonds. I have six cards in a major. If I bid two spades, that would mean I have five spades only, but I have four clubs, the major and the minor. If I bid two clubs, that would be I have both majors. In competitive situations, it's always extremely important that you know the number of trumps that your side has. Of course, bidding three spades here, you can see you have not much against three clubs. You have four small clubs, okay, but the guy has six or seven clubs plus a couple of aces or points in dummy. He probably is going to make three clubs. So you want to bid three spades only if your partner has six spades. If you don't know your partner has six spades, you have no chance of bidding six spades, okay? So that's a suggestion, okay? Adopt against the one minor, pass, one no trump bidding. Adopt the same system of defense that you have against the one no trump opening. And it's really, really useful. There was another hand probably of that kind. Let's see. Did we already see board 4? 4. Oh yes, we've seen it, sorry. So another one would be the 12, for instance. Oh yes, that's that's an interesting deal. West is dealer, so except if he has an opening bid for showing both majors, he would pass. North will pass, and East will bid three clubs. At these colors, nothing else you can do in the third seat. You know your opponents as the majority of the points. You want to disturb them. You open three clubs. You have a good suit in clubs. You open three clubs. Now, South has heard his partner pass in first seat. But still, he has three aces, he has 16 points. It's not a good stopper in clubs, but at least he knows that he can duck one or twice if necessary to cut the communications between East and West. So I would encourage him to beat 3-0 trump. And that will end the bidding. And you can see that North South have only 23 points, and they make 3-0 trump. Maybe not easily, but for instance, if the lead is a club, okay, you don't want to duck because you don't like to have a hard shift. So you play a diamond for the finesse. Okay, another diamond. His twins. And play the heart. won't play a spade when he can see Jack 10's fourth in dummy. Queen, king. And you play a diamond, queen, king, and a discard. And now you know that West, who passed first hand, has shown ace queen of diamonds, likely the jack of hearts, so it does not hold king queen of spades. That's impossible. So your chance, your best chance, is to play the 10 of spades from dummy and to play West for having an honor second, okay? West will return a spade and you will make your contract. So that's a case where North-South, in a way, have been forced to beat 3-0 trump with only 23 high card points in their side. They make 3-0 trump, and they would not have declared 3-0 trump if you did not open 3 clubs. So, of course, at the end of the year, you can say, that's not good to open 3 clubs with this kind of hands, because I remember when they beat 3-0 trumps, and they would not have beat 3-0 trumps if I did not open 3 clubs. But that's bridge. Do what is right today. That's the best advice and the best rule. But you cannot win all the times. Sometimes you are going to do something which is the percentage play which you believe is right, but at the end, well, okay, you will lose 10 imps on the deal. So don't worry. The next time, that will be in your favor. I encourage you to open 3 clubs with this hand. I encourage those to beat 3-0 trump with this hand. Sometimes you will lose 800. That's 3-0 trumps double. But most of the time, you will reach a reasonable 3-0 trump and you will make 3-0 trump, okay? And as I'm being asked, if East doesn't open 3 clubs, you will never beat 3-0 trump, okay? Board 13, why am I asked to look at board 13? What did it? Oh, yes. Again, that's an interesting situation of do what is right today. North's dealer passes. Okay, I cannot imagine pass with East ends. I would open 2 diamonds or 2 hearts every day of the year and every day of the week. Okay, I know the heart suit is not excellent. I know you have 3 cards in spades. I know all that. But at the end of the year, open aggressively 2 hearts and you will be a winner. If you don't open 2 hearts, look what happens. Pass, pass, and we'll see after the 2 hearts opening. 1 club by south, pass. 1 heart by north, pass. 1 spade, pass. 1 no trump, pass, pass, pass. And they play 1 no trump. Fantastic. And you lead the queen of hearts, and probably they will go 1 down. Okay. Now, what about you open 2 hearts? Look, it's very difficult for Sarts not to double. He could pass, but really I can assure you that 99% of the experts and the champions would double. Okay, West pass, and North says, okay, he doesn't know how much, if his partner has a weak and a strong hand, so depending on his methods, maybe it will be 2 no trump, mini cubit or something like that. Partner will bid what he has to bid with to express he has 4 spades and no hard stopper, and they will probably reach 4 no trumps, 3 no trump. And who can be blamed for reaching 3 no trump? They have limited values, they have no tricks at all, they probably will not be double, but they will go, and you can see the scores in the you can see the scores on the travelers. It's many have played 3 no trump 3 down or 2 no trump 2 down, because on the 2 hearts opening it's very difficult. So you see on the hand we've seen before, you open 3 clubs, they beat 3 no trump, they make 3 no trump. I'm not happy. Here you pass first hand and they play quietly one no trump, go one down or just made, and you are not happy because at the other table they say, oh, yeah, okay, but they open two hearts. What could we do? Okay, so don't miss the opportunities to bid aggressively, to bid sometimes one level more than you would normally do, and okay, and see at the end of the year if really that's okay for your partnership and if that's okay for the number of aims you win. Okay. Yes, I see a comment. Yes, it's Bobaman who said, well, if 3 no trump is one of the bids you can consider in the sequence, bid 3 no trump. Yes, absolutely. Okay, maybe one last board before we go to sleep. Is there anyone that special that you would like to watch? Let's say, which one didn't we see? For instance, board 7. Let's see. Board 7. Yes, that's interesting in terms of declares played. Yes. Okay, I'm being asked on the deal before. Should North pass the double of the 2 hearts double pass? No, certainly not. I mean, he has no defensive tricks. So, and by the way, if he passes 2 hearts, they make 2 hearts double. Okay, here you are in 4 hearts. South is dealer, so pass. Let's put a bidding, 1 heart, pass. Something like 1 spade, pass. 2 clubs, pass. 3 or 4 hearts, depending on whether you play it forcing. Let's say 4 hearts, pass, pass, pass. Okay. So on this bidding, North has a rather natural diamond lead. King, ace. Now, how should we play? Many did play the trumps, the ace king of spades to discard a diamond, and played clubs. Okay, let's see what that gives. Hearts. Hearts. Draw trumps. Okay, and the natural play now is to play the spade, discard our losing diamond, and play a club. But now you see that play the jack queen, North play a diamond. Okay, now if North can realize the situation, jabs on the ace of clubs and plays a diamond, you are blocked. Your clubs are not good and you have to ref and you go down. So going back to the original situation, let's see. Sorry, I'm going to put a contract, dealer south. I will put 4 hearts. Okay. So I lead the 2 of diamonds. The king, ace. Let's say I played spades directly. I'm not interested by the trumps. Okay. And I play a club. What can they do? If they ref the club, that will be over. If they play diamond, I can ref, I play a club. They play a diamond because they want to shorten my hand, and okay, I play a club. They ref, okay, fair enough. I will cross ref, and I lose only three clubs. So you can see that because of the size of the trumps, okay, if I play club and club and club, defense has a choice. If they play trump themselves to avoid the cross ref, I will, at the end, make the clubs from my hand. If they don't play the trumps, well, I will cross ref. And that's okay. Rather easy to visualize that. But at some tables, 4 hearts went down because declarer didn't see that he was in danger with the clubs 4-1. Okay. Well, should we stay here for tonight, or do you like to see again one more board? Let's see, which one didn't we see? 7, 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, for instance. You will have a written commentary anyhow for all these boards. Oh, number 5. Yes, well, oh, that's an interesting one. It's a difficult one. If North open 1 diamond, East might probably be 1 no trump, only 14 high card, but nice with the 5 clubs. Pass, and okay, 2 clubs by West, 2 diamonds by North, pass, probably now, depending on your agreement, 3 hearts or 3 spades to show the 4 spades and the 5 hearts. So you have to discuss whether it would be the 3 hearts or the 3 spades bid. Let's say, for me, for instance, it would be the 3 spades bid that would show 4 spades and 5 hearts, and 3 no trump. What's interesting on this deal is that on the diamond lead, if you put the ace, you give the contract. It's amazing, but actually, you give a tempo to the declarer. You can, but it's extremely difficult to visualize at trick 1 for you, of course, even though you know that your partner is a stiff 4 of diamond. But let's see what happens. If you play another diamond, okay, declarer normally plays spade, and he tries the hearts because his best chance is to find the opener with king, queen, or king small in hearts. So North must play low, the 9, and here you can see that South cannot afford to take the queen, because if he take the queens, all the hearts are open. He has to duck because there is a communication problem. Okay, and now I play the ace of hearts and the ace of spades and the spade and the spade again. And I put South in hand with the heart. And you can see that he has nothing left but clubs. And clubs will give the contract because you will make 1 trick in clubs and your diamonds. That's 9 tricks. You had already 7. And that's really amazing because on the small diamond, let's see, don't dealer, I must put the bidding 3 no trump, okay. On diamond lead, if North doesn't play the ace, then you cannot make the contract. You cannot make the contract because at the end, you cannot play at the same time hard to put South in hand and finish the diamond, which is a necessary move. But okay, don't don't be sad if you didn't fight a defense against 3 no trump. I think that actually only few pairs have been playing in East-West. Many have played 3 diamonds, which is lay down. Some have played 3 diamonds double for 670. Thank you very much. And but really, I believe that nowadays, in these colors, not vulnerable against vulnerable, after the 1 diamond opening, you should, or you can at least, overcall with 1 no trump. Okay, thank you very much all. I suggest we stop here. Thank you, and have a good evening. enjoy the next sessions, and you will get the written commentary of all the boards. Have fun. Bridge is a beautiful, wonderful game, and I hope you will have a lot of success and take a lot of pleasure in playing in the next coming years. Thank you, thank you. Good evening, all, and see you maybe next time. Bye bye.